Krunuhi Vishwato Naha. I had dictated yesterday in the previous class. Abhayam Krunuhi Vishwato Naha. Yajurveda 7.37. Abhayam Krunuhi Vishwato Naha. Please provide Abhaya, fearlessness, Vishwataha, from all sides for us. Naha. Naha for us, Vishwataha from all quarters. Abhayam Krunuhi. Please provide fearlessness. That is, let not there be fear from any quarters for us. Abhayam, Nibhi Bhaye, that's the root. Chacha Jaja Nya, Nibhi Bhaye. Nibhi Bhaye. That's the root. Krunuhi Dukri Karane, Vishwataha Vishwatavyaptav Naha. Let the environment around us, let all the quarters around us be without fear. And let it not cause any fear for us. We shall not experience fear from any quarter. Prayer is good. We don't want fear. We don't want to be frightened. It's all fine. But how will it happen? Now, fearlessness is equal to peace. Where there is peace, there cannot be fear. Where there is fear, peace cannot be there. Both cannot coexist. They are mutually exclusive. If one is there, the other will not be there. If other one is there, the first one will not be there. Peace and fear. So asking for fearlessness is as good as praying for peace. Peace and bliss. Of course, we all want experience that peace always, wherever we are. And how to achieve it? Same thing I will be telling again and again. It is not automatic. It will not happen on its own. We have to work for it. How do you do it? Now, what is the cause of fear? What is the cause of fear? So, cause of fear is basically ignorance. When you are ignorant, when we don't know where we are, when you are in dark, ignorance is equal to darkness, tamas. So when you are in dark, we cannot see anything. What comes from which side, where to go, where not to go, which is the right direction, nothing will be able to know. That is, we are totally in dark. So when you are in darkness, yes, light will be more. We cannot be peaceful. When there is light, yes, everything is crystal clear. We know what is happening. We know what comes from where. We know where to go. So when light is there, fear is not there. When there is no light, we are afraid. So one very important thing to fight out bhaya, to fight out fear, is light. What is that light? Okay, in the Adi Bhautika sense also we can take it. Darkness and light. Switch on the light, everything will be okay. Our fear will come down immediately. Same way, internally, Adhyatmika sense, if the ignorance is gone with the light of knowledge, yes, we are clear. We are able to understand. So getting rid of that ignorance and switching on that light of knowledge is one very, very important action from our side to fight out fear. This is one. And second one, the cause of fear is our weakness. Yes, everything is clear, but I'm not able to tackle it. I'm weak. How can I manage it? I know it is coming, there is light, but I'm not able to tackle it. That is my weakness. That's my shortcoming. So if you're not strong enough, if you're not able to counter what is causing fear, yes, still I will be in a state of fear and will be subjected to that fear. One is switching on the light of knowledge. Second one, becoming efficient and strong and overcoming our weaknesses. Weaknesses will pull us down and subdue us, and will be in difficulty. But if we are able to understand our weaknesses, improve and fight against those weaknesses and become stronger and stronger, yes, the fear comes down. Any number of examples we can take. The best example is, say, we are afraid of a lion. But what about the ringmaster in a circus? He's not afraid. He plays with it. He commands it. And he sees that it follows his orders. Is he afraid? No. He's able to handle it. But in darkness, he is also afraid. In darkness, he cannot handle that lion. When there is light, he knows the psychology of that lion. Yes, he can handle it comfortable. He's not afraid of it at all. On the other hand, the lion is afraid of this ringmaster. Any number of such examples you can take. Where there is knowledge, where there is strength, fear has no place. This is general rule, anywhere, anytime, for any person. So when I'm saying that, let there not be fear from any quarters, it means that I shall be knowledgeable, I shall have the knowledge and intelligence, and at the same time, I shall be strong to counter it. I shall be strong to tolerate. I shall be strong to fight it out. There is no fear. There is no cause of fear. So there is something, some object which I don't know what it is, how it is. To touch it, to open it and see what it is, I am very afraid. Say a piece of bomb, for example. You call the bomb squad, are they afraid of it? No, no. They take all the precautionary method, go near it, open it up and diffuse it. Yes, they can do it. But a common man I am not, because I am neither knowing what it is, nor have the strength to operate it. But they can do it. Any number of examples we can take. Even a small child will cause us worry and fear. A small child, you are not able to handle it. If I don't know the child psychology, if I am not able to handle it, even a small change is a cause of terror. Simple example, something not big. But if you know what the child is, what it wants, how to love it, how to give it, how to communicate with it, if you know it, handling not one, even 10 children we can handle comfortably. Very easy, very easy. So what is the thing there? Knowledge and capacity. Where knowledge and capacity is there, yes, there is no cause for fear. So this is how we have to counter it. We should be gaining knowledge more and more. And we should improve our strength and overcome our weaknesses. We have got procedures to understand, to learn. We have got procedures to become strong. It's open for us. It's open for all. No discrimination. Do it and overcome fear. This also I'll be telling again and again. The mother of all fears. The mother of all fears is the fear of death. All fears, what you know, all phobias, what you know, it's all coming from that fear of death. It's the mother of all fears. So if you tackle it at the root, all other fears will just vanish. So how did I say that? We lose nothing in death. We gain nothing in birth. It's just a union. A soul gets its own apparatus in the form of Sharira, Indriya, Manas, and it can work with that. That's its tool. That's called birth. And the Sharira, Indriya, Manas is made out of Panchabhutas. And Panchabhutas, they exist and exist. They never cease to exist. They are never created. Anadi Ananta. Nothing new has come. But for a union is new. As between Sharir, Indra, Manas and the soul. And it functions and functions. And at what point, it is definite there is going to be disassociation between the Sharir, the Manas and the soul. It's not a permanent relationship. It's not for eternity. One day it stops. That's the nature of the physical thing. Physical thing at one point in time becomes torn, unfunctional, old, obsolete, called vaninin. One day it cannot be used. Well, we maintain, yes, it will be used for a longer time. If the maintenance is not good, it reaches that stage very early, untimely. But anyhow, it is going to come. When the best maintenance of Sharirindra Manas still at one of time gets disassociated from the soul. It is certainty. No one has escaped. Rama never escaped. Krishna never escaped. Buddha never escaped. Gandhi never escaped. Everyone they succumbed to death. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Nobody is permanent. So something is imminent, something is sure to happen. Is there any reason to be afraid of it? That's a simple question. Even if I'm afraid of it, I cannot avoid it. I cannot escape. I'm forcibly taken towards that end. Be brave, approach it wonderfully, and take it. Fear will never spare you. You are not spared from death, even if you are afraid of it. What is a waste of time and energy. It's the last point in our life. As we experience the different points in our life, different points in our span of life, there is also one. We'll experience it, we'll enjoy it, we'll know what it is, and say goodbye. It's very easy to say. It's very easy to say. But the whole thing, you have to understand it and apply it in our life. Then that fear is out of our vision. We're not afraid. We're comfortable with realities. We're comfortable with facts. So being comfortable with facts and realities is another way of overcoming that fear. And that's the right knowledge. If you have the right knowledge, yes, we can overcome. These are not my words. These are not my words. Vedas say about it again and again and again. Okay, death happens. Some of our kith and kin. Okay, fine. What's your duty? It says. It has happened. You can never reverse it. Time is always progressive. It's not retrospective. Forget about it. Somebody has died. Perform Antyeshti Samskara, the last rites, and Prancho Agaman Ritaye Hasaya. This is what Vedas says. I have heard this many times. We shall move ahead to dance and laugh. What about the death? You can do nothing about it. You can do nothing about it. It has happened. Forget about it. Go ahead. The life of that person has come to an end. But what about your life? Your life is still there. Maybe for many more days, many more years. Don't waste that time in worrying about the past which can never be reversed. Whatever time is available, laugh and dance. Be happy. Be comfortable. This is compromising with truth. This is living with truth. This is understanding facts. What has happened has happened. Find a reason to laugh, find a reason to dance. If I really want to cry, there are thousands of reasons to cry. That's very simple and easy. But to find a reason to laugh and dance is real achievement, is real control over ourselves, is positive thinking. To enjoy that positive thinking is possible only for a human being, provided they know and wish. If they don't know, if don't wish, yes, they'll be bogged down with all the problems and they'll cry and waste their whole life. Don't do it. When you're happy, when you're dancing, when you're laughing, yes, you're in a comfortable position and you can do things better. You can help others. You can contribute something to the well-being of the world. Otherwise, you yourself will become a burden on the society and you cannot do anything. Very unfortunate. When you had a great opportunity, you missed it. Don't do it. This is how we think about death. There's one more mantra. This also I told you. Namostute nirrute tigmatejaha ayasmayan vichuta bandhapashan yamo mahyam punaritva dadati tasmai yamaya namostu mrutyave. Oh death, salutations to you. See, they're just chatting with death. It's a wonderful condition. It's a wonderful condition of the soul. Hello death, how are you? You're my good old friend. I'm seeing you not for the first time. Yamo mahyam punaritva dadati. That great Satyananda has already established a tryst with you. That's death. And you are visiting me again and again and again. This is not the first time I'm seeing you. It is a cosmic law. It's a law by Satyananda. At a particular point of time in my life, you are coming. You are coming, and whenever you come, I'm taken to a new environment. I'm taken to a new set of relationships. I'm taken to a new environment. You are the cause of it. I'm getting a new apparatus. I'm getting a new Sharira Indriya Manas for my function. So, it's a wonderful thing. The environment where I am, the apparatus what I'm using, it has become worn and torn. I cannot further use it, non-functional. At such a juncture, you come and help me to get a new one. Wonderful. Hello, come on, we shall move. Embraces the death when it comes and just passes on to the next phase, the next life. The stance a person takes in the face of death is so wonderful. This mantra says, don't worry about death. Worry about what you are doing when you are living. That's very important. Death is just a question of fraction of a second. Tuck over. Everything comes to a standstill. Everything comes to a grinding halt. All moments, all actions come to an end. All relationships will come to an end in one stroke. Why do you worry about it? It's just a question of a fraction of a second. The very important thing is not death. The very important thing is how you live. Concentrate on that. And one secret is there. The living what you have, as long as it is the best, the pain of death will be minimum. You will not at all feel it. It will be a wonderful experience for you. We have to wait for it. And this experience of ours is not the first time. We have had it earlier also. Every time when we were changing from one life to another, one birth to another, we had experienced this. To whom it is painful? The one who is tied down to the relationships, thinking that it is all permanent. Yes, it is painful. Because all have to be severed, all have to be cut. The number of relations to be cut, more it is, more painful it is. Less it is, easy it is. This is how we have to understand death. This is how we have to be in tune with it and cooperate it to take us from one place to another place. So to understand death in this fashion, in this type, yes, it also works out to be a helpful friend. So when the mother of all fears is tackled, and the person who is not afraid of death, then which can frighten that person? Nothing in this world. Nothing in this world. Because conquered that very fear of death. The source of all fears. And that is the highest fear that one can have. Every living being has got a fear for death. It wants to live. It's not ready to embrace death. That's fine. But when it's timely, when it comes, when the whole apparatus is worn and torn, yes, that is intelligence. That is wisdom. The whole thing is worn and torn, dilapidated, to be changed. Okay, now the death has come. Fine, hello, we shall go together. How are you? It's excellent. The right time when it comes is fine. Wrong time, it's not right. So this balance has to be there between fears and the mother of all fears. That's the fear of death. Elsewhere in the Veda, that also has seen. Purvarkamya bandhanat, mrityor mukshiyam amrutat. When death comes, I will be separated from this environment, all these relationships. Let it happen in such a fine way as a ripe fruit detach itself from the creeper. A ripe fruit. It gets itself detached very easily. When it's not ripe, it is very hard to separate it from the creeper. We have to push, pull, and do so many things. When it's ripe, just touch it, it will come to your hand. What is it ripe? With reference to fruit, it's ripe. With reference to us, it is maturity. Maturity. Knowledge. That's what I've been telling. Fear has to be overcome by knowledge. So that knowledge is the cause of fearlessness. It's very simple, very simple. Touch the ripe fruit, it will come out. So easy. Death becomes so easy. Many people who understood this truth, their only prayer is this. Sunaya sena maranam. Give me death in such a very, very simple and easy way. Let it not be a tough experience for me. Let it not be a prolonged experience for me. Tuck over. That is Sunaya sena maranam. Let it happen. This is what I wish for. Elsewhere again it is said that to know whether a person has led a really purposeful and useful life, if you want to check out, the only way to check it how that person dies. That is, if a person dies peacefully and comfortably, happily, one should be happy to die when it comes at the right time. One should not worry, one should not be frightened. If a person dies happily and comfortably, then his death is an indication that the person has led a purposeful and useful and noble life. Now they all go in tune with and overcome the fear of death. So, finally what it is? Finally, abhayam krumihi vishwato naha. We finally come to that point. So there will be abhaya, it will be fearlessness from all quarters. We can look at it from the other angle. When we are in the midst of enemies, we cannot be peaceful. We will be afraid. We will always be under tension what harm these enemies may cause on us. So what's the best thing out? Be friendly with everyone. I have no enemies at all. Then no tension at all. Everyone is my good friend. I love everyone. I love every creature. Sir, will it work with lions and tigers? Yes, yes. That's what yoga says. That's what yoga says. Ahimsa pratishthayav tat sannidhau vairatyagaha. Even that enmity will be shed down when you are really practicing ahimsa. If you are really practicing non-violence and wholeheartedly love every creature, irrespective of whether it is a lion or a tiger or a bear, even they will reciprocate with friendship. As far as I am concerned, it is a theory for me. I have no experience of it. But my Guruji, Sudhakara Chaturvedi, and his Guru, they have all experienced this. My Guruji keeps on telling about it again and again. Kangadi Gurukula, Haridwar, India. So in that Kangadi Gurukula, it was started some 110 to 20 years ago near Haridwar. When they started this Gurukula there, it was nothing more than a forest, a dense forest. So there they started the Gurukula and started teaching and everything. They started their work. Though it was a dense forest, they never worried about it. Today it is a different picture there. It is more than a city and so many changes have taken place now. Then, before 120 years. My Guruji, he always tells, when they were listening to it, when the Guruji was teaching them, lions and tigers also used to come to that place. These students were afraid of it, but Guruji was never afraid of it. He used to talk to them so comfortably, soothing voice. Why have you come here? These people, they are afraid of you. You are just frightening them. What do you want? You want something to eat? Okay, take this banana, please go. They used to take that banana and get out. He was so comfortable with them, he was so friendly with them. And this my Guruji has seen with his own eyes. It's his first-hand experience. And he has no cause to tell a lie. So it is very much believable. It happens. It happens. If we love the creatures around us wholeheartedly, there is no place for fear. Any little space that fear is there has to be filled up now with love and affection. And even such cruel animals too will reciprocate for love and friendship. But we should love them wholeheartedly without any fear. That's the point there. So then it will be fearlessness. So loving every creature is one of the causes of fearlessness. So there are so many such dimensions, so many such angles, and all supported by the Vedic thoughts where Abhayam Krunuhi Vishwato Naha. Let there be fearlessness, let there be assurance to us, Abhaya, opposite of Bhaya. Assurance be us, let there be security to us from all quarters. Though it's a prayer, Prarthana vai Sankalpaha, it should be translated into determination and finally result in this. It is a conscious, deliberate, diligent, intelligent, wise effort. Abhayam Krunuhi Vishwato Naha. Next one. Yajurveda 7.45. 7.45. Rithasya patha preta. Rithasya patha preta. Rithasya patha preta. Preta, pra ita. Ita is ingatau. Pra is exemplary in the excellent way. Tread that path off. Patha. Tread that path off. Rita is the truth, honesty. Tread that path of truth or honesty in an exemplary way, not in a half-hearted effort. It's not a half-hearted, wholeheartedly tread that path of honesty and truth. It has got its own benefits. When we lead a truthful and honest life, maybe in the Adi Bhautika level, I repeat, maybe in the Adi Bhautika level, in the materialistic world, maybe sometimes will be put to loss. Sometimes it happens. Here, to gain material possession, to gain material wealth, if I cheat, if I tell a lie, if I don't take that path of honesty, yes, I gain something. But what happens is spiritually. Mere material thing is not the whole life. It is one face of it. What about the other face? It is a spiritual. That spiritually we will lose ourselves. We will sell out ourselves. We will lose many things which is invaluable, which we cannot get otherwise. That spiritual wealth, that spiritual strength, that spiritual cleanliness we can get only through, repeat, only through right means. That is Rita. That's the only way. There is no other. But wealth we can get it by hook or crook. Also by honest ways we can get it. There's some alternative here. Hook or crook is not the only way to gain wealth, to tread the path of materialistic life. That's not the only path. We've got other paths also. When it comes to spiritual strength and spiritual way, there is only one way you have to follow. That only you have no alternative. If you want spiritual wealth, you have to tread that. If you don't want it, okay. Goda hai, Maidan hai. You can do whatever you want. But gaining spiritual strength, gaining spiritual progress, gaining spiritual purity is the purpose of, the very purpose of human life. We are not supposed to forget. This I cannot do in any other form of life, but a human being. It's a great opportunity what I have got. I cannot miss this opportunity. If I should not miss this opportunity, I have to gain it, I have to achieve it. And the only path is the path of honesty, the path of dharma, the path of justice. The path which is straight and straight. No alternative. And there we have to tread well, praita. In the best way possible, we should tread the paths. What is the best? Knowingly, diligently, deliberately, consciously. Yes, we tread this path. It is our choice. I am not pushed into this path. I have chosen this path deliberately. This is a decided, chosen path. I have two paths. The path which is right, the path which is crooked. Both are available to me. I have all the freedom. But still, I choose this path which is right and move there wholeheartedly and happily. Maybe while taking this path, I may lose something materially, but spiritually, I lose nothing. It's all gain and gain and gain. And whatever I lose materially, let me think in a broad view, anyhow I'm going to lose it. Say amass billions and trillions. What are you going to do when you are dying? All your billions and trillions are left back. They never come with you. Not at the dust on that will follow you. And what's the use worrying about it? Anyhow it is going out. Anyhow you are not able to take it. So have as minimum as possible, as less as possible. When you lose less things, cheaper things, will be happy. You are not worried about. But if I lose something which is very valuable, I'm shattered. Now that's the same thing here. Here the valuable things is intangible. It's not this material thing, you cannot measure it. It is a spiritual strength that is very, very valuable. The material thing, what I may lose, is very cheap and petty. If I lose it, I can gain it again. It's not something great. So what you are exchanging with what? Are you sacrificing spiritual strength for little material benefit? Or are you not caring for this material benefit, but gaining that which is invaluable? That's a spiritual power, spiritual strength, spiritual purity. The choice is ours. But I deliberately, consciously choose this. Ratasya patha pareta. Select this. Choose this deliberately and be moving in that path wonderfully well. We have a choice. We have a choice. Nobody is forcing us. I can take the straight path, I take the cricket path. It's my choice. But if you take the cricket path, somewhere you'll be lost. Spiritually, you'll become bankrupt. But materially, you may have great things. But what is it? One day you're going to leave it out. There is no permanent relationship with those material gains with us. It's only a temporary relation. One day it's going to get severed. But if you gain spiritual strength or spiritual purity in that straight path, Ratasya Patha, in that path of honesty, in the path of truth, there is a permanent relationship with us. It is a part and parcel of our soul. The soul will carry that to the next birth and onwards. Whatever you gain spiritually is not lost. Whatever you gain materialistically, 100% it is to get lost. It gets lost when you are dead. So all is gone. Choice is yours. Whether you want to gain which you are going to lose one day, or whether you want to gain something which will accompany you further and further. That's your choice. One is straight, one is crooked. Ratasya patha preta. So the guideline here is choose that straight path. You will not miss the path. Whatever you gain will come with you. That's excellent. Even if it's a small penny, it doesn't matter, it comes with you. But if you are taking the other cricket path, and even if you are amassing millions and millions, it's of no use. One day you have to throw them out and get out. Nobody can save you. Even those millions cannot prevent you from death. What's the use? Don't we need money? Yes, you need money. I'm not telling that you don't need money. But have that at the minimum level. Have that at the minimum level, which is sufficient for your existence. That's enough. We need it. With bare hands, I cannot work. Vedas say you have wealth, you gain wealth, you work for wealth. But one secret is there, you become a master of wealth and not a slave of wealth. That makes all the change. Be happy. But gaining wealth itself is not the very purpose of life. The very purpose of life is to get that which comes with us over lives. And what is that? That's spiritual progress, spiritual wealth, spiritual strength, spiritual purity. So this distinction we should be able to understand very clearly. This difference we should be able to understand. And understand what is superior, what is inferior. What should get the first priority, what should get the last priority. Priority is correct, I do it. Ratasya patha preta. Simple. Ratasya patha preta. Just imagine. I mean, this Vedic teaching is given to our children for around 8 years, 10 years. What will be their life? What will be their values in life? And how the world will be. Whatever you imagine as heaven, whatever we imagine as paradise, will be realized here tomorrow around us. The only thing is we have to give the right knowledge. We should take the right knowledge and give it to our posterity, our children. That can create a wonderful world for us. We have been seeing people working hard for their material wealth. Forget about the spiritual angle at all. What have they achieved? Are we not seeing it around us? More tension, more anxiety, more thefts, more psychological disturbances. So many things. Crimes, cruelty, wars. We are seeing it. They are all a result of not treading that path of honesty or truth. Every problem is because of that. If the husband is faithful to wife, if the wife is faithful to husband, it's a beautiful family life. Divorces, disturbances in family, it's all because one of them or both are treading the cricket path, not the straight path. We got cheats, we got robberies, We have got thefts. Who are they who are in that? They're all taking the cricket path, not the straight path. Somehow they want to gain it at any cost. And what's the cost they're paying? The cost they're paying is the spiritual strength and spiritual purity. At the cost of the right, straight, royal path, they're taking the cricket path. Today they may get millions, tomorrow they'll be in prison. What's the use of it? All billions and billions what they have earned is a waste. They cannot use it because they're jailed. What's this? Murders, killings. All such inhuman activities are all the cricket paths they are taking. Okay, fine. After taking that cricket, are they really happy? Are they really peaceful? Are they really enjoying life? No, no, no. It's a big no. They are under tension. They are under anxiety. They are suffering from diseases. They are never peaceful. They are afraid of so many things. If the police siren, they hear, they are afraid. See, that fear is instilled in them because they are not taking the right path. They are not taking the straight path. They can never escape from fear. They cannot escape from their guilty consciousness. They may express, they may accept it, they may say, yes, I'm suffering from it, or they may not, that doesn't matter. But they are definitely suffering from the guilty consciousness. Where the guilty consciousness is there, they cannot be peaceful and happy. Irrespective of whatever material wealth they have got. Even in the midst of the material wealth, they are not happy, they are not comfortable, they are not peaceful. What's the use of it? We've been seeing it. I'm not telling a story, it's a fact. Open your eyes and look around, it's visible. A person who is internally peaceful, how it can be achieved? Straight path, ritasya patha. If a person tasted ritasya patha, he is internally peaceful and comfortable. He is not afraid of anyone because he has not done any guilt. He has not done any mistake. He has not done any crime. He is straight. He is honest, transparent, open. So that person is comfortable and peaceful and happy and will get a very good night's sleep, even though materialistically he is not affluent. Doesn't matter at all. What we need is that peaceful sleep, a beautiful sound sleep. I cannot get that peaceful sound sleep in any market, in any shop, in any mall. I have to create it with my ritasya patha and treading it with excellence. When I was telling this, somebody was telling, no, sir, we can get sleep in the medical shop. Buy a sleeping pill and you sleep well. Then I said, yes, you can get a sleeping pill and what you are getting is not sleep, it is unconsciousness. That sleeping pill will make you unconscious and you are mistaking it for sleep. How do you know? After a good sound sleep and if you get up, you are active. You are creative. You are jumping. But after getting up, by getting into the sleep, what you are calling with the help of sleeping pill, you are still drowsy, you are not active, your mind is not creative. That's the result of the sleep what you get out of the sleeping pill. It's not sleep, it is unconsciousness. There's a lot of difference between unconsciousness and good sleep. So you can never get that good sleep with any pill, with any medicine, anyway. That is the result of you are treading the right path. You are treading the ritasya patha. Finally, what I want is that peace of mind, a good sound sleep. It's possible only by ritasya patha. There is no alternative. Na anya pantha ayanaya vidyate. There is no other path but this to achieve it. Absolutely no alternative. That's the truth. Even if you tread other paths, even if you take other routes, they are all crooked and not straight, and you will not reach this goal of peace and bliss. I have been seeing people trying other paths. Are they really happy? No. Are they really peaceful? No. Are they comfortable? No. They may pretend that they are comfortable and peaceful, but be closer to them, study their life, study their psychology. They are all bothered. They are all worrying. They are all afraid. But those who are on the right path have nothing to fear and are very comfortable, and their journey to the goal and reaching that goal is assured, certain. Pratasya patha preta. So just not taking that path, but take that path in an excellent way. With all excellence, with all efficiency. Pratasya patha preta. That rita is truth, honesty. If you want peace of mind, the only path available to you is the right royal path. Be honest and truthful. If you miss it, you miss everything. Over. There is no alternative. There is no adjustment. There is no compromise. It is like something which is categorical in nature. You cannot change. It is like that and like that only. That's the law. I should abide by it and get it. Otherwise, no. Pratasya patha preta. Swaha pashya. Swaha pashya. 7.45, the same mantra. Swaha pashya. In this process of treading the right royal path, in this process of being honest and truthful, another very important thing what we have to do is Swaha Pashya, the same 7.45 Yajurveda. We'll discuss about it in the next session. Swaha Pashya, just 2 words. But it's a great bearing on our life. Swaha Pashya. So what is that? We'll discuss next time. Thank you very much, all of you.